Hello, everybody. This is Listening Lotus coming back to you with another reading. I hope everybody is doing well out there, taking good care of themselves, drinking their water, and most importantly, going outside, getting as much of that refreshing air as you possibly can. Really taking good care of your mental, physical, your everything. Okay, as much as you possibly can. Very vital around this time. And let's just jump right into this. Okay, I'm not gonna waste y'all time, and I definitely don't want to waste mine. So. Oh, again, thank you guys all for the likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions. I do hope everybody, is getting what their needs are as far as messages regarding this channel. I know it's not going to always resonate with everybody, so take what does resonate and leave the rest. Um, so yeah, let's see what's going on. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. We have 36. Um, which says sacrifice. Sacrifice reads at the bottom, you must find the ebb and flow of life within your very self. Embracing it all is embracing the truth. And this definitely came out before, so it's a little bit of um, remnants of a previous reading where we were talking about doing a lot of shedding. A lot of times when we think of sacrifice, we tend to put it in like a negative connotation, but in order for you to receive new beginnings or um, anything new, new opportunities, whether if that's new financial opportunities, a new job, or moving somewhere, stuff like that. A lot of different changes need to be met in order for you to get to that next part of your path, which we definitely don't want to stay in the same place longer than what we want to be. So we're just going to read this and then we're going to go further ado and see what else is in store. Okay. So sacrifice is all about change. It says sacrifice invites you to let go of something that is preventing your growth. You do not wish to move on, but deep down you know it is necessary steps on your path towards greater fulfillment. This can mean moving to a new home, embracing a new career, or a way of thinking even. Even a rite of passage, such as a graduation, can also be considered. You know that you are on the way to more, but the moment is still bittersweet. Pulling sacrifice shows that you have some doubts about your next steps. You wonder if you made the right choices or if you will later regret your actions. Yes, there will be challenges ahead and perhaps more sacrifices to come, but you must be willing to sacrifice something small to reap the rewards of something greater. It's time to commit to your choices and move on with the knowledge that there is much more for you to explore. 111 at the bottom. Um, and even with 111, I'm going to pause, okay? Because that in itself, hold on, I got something for y'all. 1 second. Let's see. Where is it? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, here we go. 111 is also about new beginnings and alignment. It is a signal from the universe that you're entering a new phase. Your thoughts and intentions are aligning with your highest path. It is also a manifestation power. 111 reminds you that your thoughts are magnetic right now. Whatever you focus on is manifesting quickly. So keep your mindset positive and intentional. A nudge to trust your inner guidance and pay attention to your synchronicities or signs that are around you. Okay, 111 could also mean a wake up call from the universe or angels confirming that you're on the right path and tuned into a higher frequency. So, all in all, right, to sum it up, with growth and new levels that you're trying to reach to, there are certain sacrifices or certain changes that have to be made, even if that's just more of on a mental level, right? That need to be done because you're not going You're not going backwards. And so you have to embrace the new. You have to be open to the new. And what I like the fact that came out with the 111 and also with this card is intuitively, whoever I'm speaking to, because I never know, you know, deep down, your intuition and your instincts are speaking to you, and you know what you need to be doing. If don't nobody else know, you know, okay, it's your life. You know what you really want. You know to a certain degree some of the path of what you need to do and some of the steps that you need to take. A lot of times we already know what certain sacrifices that we need to do in order to, ultimately get the things that we want. Do we necessarily want to do those things? No, because you're kind of like really this tug tug on, like it's like this push and pull, or like you feeling torn between your how things used to go and how you want things to go. I don't want to always say like your old self and your new self, but a lot of times that end up being the case too. And so there's a little bit of a tug of war situation going on right now. But you ultimately know that even with the challenges ahead about certain sacrifices that are going to be made, at the end of the day, you know that these are the best things that you need to do right now in order for you to get to that next level. Okay. So let's expound on that. Let's expound on that. Ain't y'all being stubborn about it. What the hell? The cards barely want to flip. Okay. First card out we have is the trust. It says, trust the highest way. Change me, beloved, into one who wants what you want from me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way, and may I allow you to guide me. So, really having to trust the process, knowing that everything is going to work out ultimately in the end. You just have to keep on going. Have to really allow that discipline to like come in. Ain't nothing happening for no reason, whether you know the reasoning or not. Okay. Got a lot of salmon, like a lot of orange and like sacral energy. You have clarity. It says, clarity is my birthright. And to one who remembers in every moment my true self, love, light, wisdom, and divinity. Okay. We'll put that over here. And let's see what else. Oh, can y'all see that? Let me make sure. Boop and boop. Bam. So clarity is on the way. You're definitely going to get clarity about what path you should take, or you should trust yourself to take, I should say rather. Because some of y'all might be a little clueless right now still, even though your intuition is pretty much screaming at you like you kind of know what you should be doing, okay? Yes, and most importantly, something that will help with the clarity and with you trusting is understanding that you are protected. The affirmation reads, I am safe. One who is protected from all negative energy and predictions. Fill me with your dazzling and radiant light. Make me a vessel, for your love. I now release all fears I have absorbed from others. And you know what? I'm going to definitely take a pause on that, because a lot of times, especially with this sacrifice card, we will instill or allow other people's emotions and how they feel about what we need to do for our lives and our situation in order to do what we feel is best for us intuitively. We're allowing other people's emotions and how they're feeling about it, because let's keep it above. Everybody does care to a certain extent about what the people closest to them think about certain situations and scenarios. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's your life to live. So what you choose at the end of the day, regardless of who feel about what, like, like, look, they ain't got to live that life. You do. So most importantly, understanding that no matter what, you releasing all fears, whether if it's the fears that you are having internally, which, that comes with change. You're going to have a little bit of, I don't want to say scarcity, but you're definitely going to have a little bit of hesitancy. There we go. You're gonna have a little bit of hesitancy, like, I need to trust where I'm going. I do trust where I'm going, and I know that the clarity is coming. But something that will kind of help ease the process is knowing that you are protected, and you are definitely protected. And you need to always remember that, without a doubt, unequivocally, like, you are protected. Okay, just because you may not always have it in 3D form or tangibly, but whether whoever you speak to, God, source, spirit, God's ancestors, whatever, etc., etc. Okay, whoever you have as a spiritual practice, like, they're looking out for you. Okay, just keeping your intentions and your sincerity as pure as possible, knowing that you're doing the best that you can do in order to move on to where you want to be. Okay, so that's just that on that. Let's see what else. Okay, they definitely giving y'all a confidence pep talk. Because some of this has to do with confidence too. Having the confidence to believe that the things that you are asking for are actually going to come into fruition. And trust in the process of knowing that everything is happening to get you in a line to where you ultimately, all the stuff that you asked for. I mean, yeah. Okay. So the last two, as you can see, this one is the worthy card. It says, I know my own worth. I know my own worth. Let me feel entitled to speak my truth with love, might I add. May I know that I deserve to be surrounded by those who value me. And that is such an important key piece. A lot of times when we're shedding or making certain sacrifices, we're letting go of certain things that honestly had us questioning our worth, had us questioning how we felt far as like feeling safe and protected, had us even questioning our sanity sometimes about the things that we were doing, like, can I even trust the decisions that I'm making within myself? Okay, person, place, or thing. All right. And then lastly we have, oh, it's the Lotus. Okay, let me tell y'all about this Lotus thing, okay? Because it's so important for y'all to understand, because I keep reiterating and I'm going to continue to reiterate that this is, I'm so glad to be able to help in any way that I can. And I am, my purpose or part of my journey is to help other people reach their lotus flower, for them to come through these murky waters and bloom and blossom to the top and be a full bloom when they're done, in any way that I can, through any messages that allow to come through me to give to y'all. Okay. It's all about blossoming and being authentically you at the end of the day, regardless of what that may look like. Okay. For your journey. Like the lotus flower, we too have the ability to rise from mud, bloom out of the darkness, and radiate into the world and just shine. Okay. Just shine. That's all I want for y'all to do. Be the best you can be. It's funny. What's that song? Um, I know it came on like the PBS Sesame Street, and it was like, um, keep thriving, keep shining, know that you can always count on me. That song. I know y'all. I don't know the name of the song for sure. I had to look it up. I don't know. Anyway, that's my little interjection. Anyway, evolution. Affirmation is, I welcome change. Okay, so accepting change is happening because it's happening in real time, um but also welcoming the change in, not being resistant to the change, and really just protecting and trusting the fact that all of this change is happening for your highest good. Okay, it says, one who knows we can evolve and be open at any age. Let me welcome change in uplifting and surprising ways. Allow me to trust the process. Okay, diving even deeper into your love. And also, especially with all this beautiful, radiant, soft salmon, sacral energy going on, okay? Being a lot more loving to your womb area, being a lot more loving to yourself, speaking love into yourself, speaking love outwardly to the people around you, places, and things, is definitely going to do the numbers for you as well, okay? But ultimately, this is about you reaching your lotus flower. Congratulations. I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for it. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's see if there is anything else. But I think that's pretty much it. Like right now, this reading is more so, this isn't really even preparing you for nothing, because the change seems like it's already actively happening. Like it's in effect now. You guys are probably going through some type of changes in your life, okay? But it's really just understanding that the clarity that you're looking for is going to come. Most importantly, to trust this process that you're on, regardless of how you may be having certain thoughts about the changes that you are going through, to pretty much just allow yourself to welcome it and welcome the change with open arms, okay? And knowing that through it all, like, this is for your highest good. Like, understand that you deserve these things, whatever it is, knowing that you're worthy at the end of the day. This is more of like an affirmation oracle that's going on here, where they're like, hey, you're on the right track. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Just keep doing it. Okay. And trusting that what you're doing is for the betterment of you, and nourishing not only yourself, but being able to fill your cup, so that way you can help other people fill their cup. And most importantly, understanding that you're not going through this alone with this protection card, because you, baby, you are definitely safe. Okay. And that's just that on that. So let's see what else. What else? Okay, if they ain't got nothing to say, then I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with that too. I ain't gonna force no messages. Let's see. Okay. Go from nothing to two. All right, that's cool. All right. These read, I'm gonna flip over. It says, manifest your true intentions and seek to know the truth. Seek to know the truth. Forgot the glare. Seek to know the truth. There we go. And manifest your intentions. And another thing that the sacrifice card was also speaking about, right, was that there's a very heightened awareness, or a very heightened time right now for you to manifest. So keeping your mental completely positive as much as possible, right? Only talking about and seeking about and doing research and um, all the things regarding what you want to see futuristically for yourself. Okay, no more, no less. We are only speaking well over our life. We're only speaking positivity, and most importantly, doing it with a level of confidence of understanding, like, you really trust what it is that you're saying. Because if you don't trust what you're saying, okay, like, the universe gonna know. If the universe don't understand anything else, okay, when you sitting quietly by yourself having those thoughts, and you think you by yourself, okay, you're not by yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Understand it, and you're protected through it all, okay? But just definitely, like, keep your intentions both internally and externally aligned, basically. All right, let's read the other side. Better. It says, when you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on the truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. Okay. So this damn glare. There we go. So, maybe there was some things, whether if that was mentally or even some things that you once believed, that you're realizing, like, hey, I got to the truth or the bottom of that, or I started asking questions, or I did my own research, and I'm realizing, like, that was just my personal opinion or my personal perception about something, but it's not actually what the truth of the matter is. Okay. And a lot of times that can help save a lot of different relationships and stuff too. Maybe some of the changes and sacrifices that need to be made are more on a mental level, about how you're perceiving things, how you're internalizing things. A lot of times we take things a little too personal, that people got stuff going on, okay? All right, next card. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through your word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through the word. So thoughts are things, okay? But not only that, what you speak and what how you speak over yourself, and definitely, even if you haven't been doing it lately, this is just a friendly reminder to, like, hey, talk to yourself nicely. Talk to yourself nicely. That's why I give y'all these affirmations. We're going to go over these affirmations one more time with this sacrifice card, okay? The sacrifice is all about change. And maybe the biggest change is how you're speaking over yourself, how you're speaking over your life, and the things that you are looking for clarity on. Like somebody also, don't know who I'm talking to, could be doing um, certain spells or divinations or certain things, right? On a 3D level and waiting for the outcomes or the tangibles to come and resurface. However, um, that's cool and all, but you can burn all the sage all you want to. But if majority of the time throughout the day you are speaking crazy over your life, like the universe gonna be confused. Okay, simple as that. They're gonna be like, what are we doing here? So you have to be intentional, like it said. Um, Overall, how you move. Um, being completely as present and as mindful as you possibly can day in and day out, every other second to the millisecond, as much as you possibly can. Okay, we all fall off, like we're human, but you know, when you are starting to notice or whatever, like go ahead and get yourself back on track. So of the, what is that, 5 affirmations, we have: clarity is my birthright, I know my own worth, I am safe, I trust the highest way, and I welcome change. So, most importantly, hey, know that your thoughts can become things, okay? As well as your words. You can definitely speak things into your existence. I know y'all be seeing that one, and it's probably been a minute too, but it was like they were speaking about this exact topic, and the oh no, I'm sorry, it was something about what you fear. I'm paraphrasing, so bear with me. It was like what you fear can magnetize or manifest like 10 times stronger or something. And the girl was like, help, $1 million or something. But hey, I mean, look, whatever works. Whatever works. Because everybody's way of manifesting is different. Okay. So whatever works for what you looking for. Okay. Whatever works. But on that note, in the meantime, in between time, I hope everybody takes good care of themselves. Thank you guys once again for even making it this far. Thank you guys for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you do would like a personal reading, definitely go to my description and click on the link. You can always reach me only through there. That is Vagara. That is the only website that I have for booking. So anybody else, don't do it. Okay. Do not do it. Don't want nobody to get scammed out here. But yes, um, welcome change. Okay, welcome change. The biggest number for change, and it's interesting getting these 5 cards. You could also be seeing 555 555. That is also regarding change and just being open to change, like it's saying, and embracing it. Really, you know. So thank you guys, and be easy out there.